Girls, what guys should stop complaining about. Nothing will happen if it turns out that you are not the smartest person in the room. The assumption that you don't know something, don't understand it, doesn't make you a weakling, but an excessive desire to out-argue another person turns any guy into an arrogant goat. To be honest, I don't know if the pain is too hellish for me, but I was warned that it would be like this. I promise that I will respond as long as I can. You reminded me of a quote: if you're the smartest person in the room, it means you're in the wrong room. The ability to admit that you don't know something immediately makes you smarter than half the people. I didn't know, thank you. I know guys who are terribly complex about the fact that they don't grow a beard. To be honest, it doesn't matter at all. I don't know what I was doing without a beard. How else could I hide my face from everyone? I have 2 bald spots on my chin line, which makes any attempt I make to grow a beard look very strange. It's not that I want to grow a beard for the sake of a stylish look, although that would be nice too. I'm just tired of shaving all the time. Make a John Wick beard. Keanu has a bald beard too, but it still looks cool. Yes, but it's Keanu. He can do whatever he wants. Sure, many guys have now logged into this thread to see the answer about the size of their penis. I wouldn't have believed them anyway. It's the same story as with girls' complexes about breast size. It doesn't make any sense at all. My husband married me when I had absolutely flat breasts, and when I looked like a boy now, I got a little older, gave birth to 2 children. My breasts got bigger. My husband likes her just as much as he liked my old breasts. About his thinness. I was a very skinny person in the past, and I can say for sure that if you eat all sorts of shit, it won't last long. A warning to all teenage guys who worry about their thinness: if you can eat everything and not gain weight, there is a huge chance that it will end soon, and you will have exactly the opposite problem. I love skinny guys, their skinny legs drive me crazy. Damn, this is about me. I can't gain weight at all. It's already gotten to the point where I'm embarrassed to eat when someone else is sitting next to the gate. You need to show off over this. Constantly eat in front of everyone. Let them be jealous that you don't get fat from it. Baldness. So many guys, they try to hide their bald spot, make transplants, and constantly wear hats. Yes, damn, just cut your hair, cut your sides short for a typewriter or shave. Most girls find it attractive. I have a friend who is starting to show the first signs of baldness. He takes it very calmly. He says that one day he will just shave to 0. His self-confidence is very attractive. In fact, it doesn't matter what you have on your head, the main thing is confidence. You don't have to worry about the fact that you like some girly stuff. You can safely order fruit cocktails, watch romantic comedies, sing in the shower. We are driven by the belief that other people don't give a damn about it. Singing in the shower is something girly. I love singing in the shower, and quite loudly. LOL. I think it all depends on what you're singing. When I clean up, I like to shout something in the style of thrash metal. It can hardly be called something girly. Right now, I'm watching One Great One. Example, I'm at a pool party. There are 2 funny chubby guys who just stay in the pool, wearing t-shirts to hide their bodies from others. And there is a 3rd heavyweight who is even bigger than the first 2 by 15 kilograms. He's not wearing a t-shirt, he's just having a fucking great time, playing games with everyone and constantly messing around. Believe me, girls consider this guy much more attractive, simply because he is not ashamed of his body and exudes self-confidence. Do these 3 need to be reset? Wait, yes, of course, like most of us, but you don't have to be ashamed of it and deprive yourself of fun. Live your life and have fun. It attracts other people. This is purely my opinion. I am a middle-aged woman, and it seems to me that I have some kind of life experience. I've seen all sorts of things in such things. Ha. About the fact that he's too fast in bed. Sir, yes, I'm flattered. I don't see anything wrong with that. I would never condemn someone for something that is beyond their control. The only thing a guy shouldn't think is that the sexual act is over. Don't be ashamed of your tears. Crying men are my kryptonite. I want to love them and hug them endlessly. You've just found your ideal. I cry into my pillow every night. It's not that easy because I've been told all my life that men don't cry, don't be a rag. I hadn't cried for 10 years, but then my cat died, and this event interrupted my long refusal to cry. It was the only event in 10 years that really drove me. Fortunately, I feel better now. I know a bunch of guys who are wildly complexed about acne. I tell them that everyone has them and that everyone is worried about it, but they usually respond with something like, "At least the girls have makeup to hide them," so I've taught some of them how to use makeup to make them feel a little more confident about their asses. Until Captain America enters the room. It's a pity that you didn't finish this 3 months ago, when I signed up for the gym, and what should I do with my pumped up ass now? Don't be so complex about your body. A girl doesn't have to have biceps to be liked. A press resembling a washboard. Well, thank God. He strokes and soothes his belly, which he should not worry about. I just came in here for a second to boost my self-esteem. My husband told me yesterday that since he was fired, he feels like an inferior man, worried that he can't support us anymore. But while I'm coping with it myself, he's looking for a job and has started doing more housework. For me, he would be an inferior man only if he gave up on everything and started playing video games all day long. While he is productive and trying to fix everything, I am happy. Singing. I love it when I'm in some cozy pizzeria and I hear cooks singing in the kitchen, and it doesn't matter that they are not the best singers in the world. I just love it when people are happy and love to sing. I'll tell you, as a cook, we sing not because we're happy, but because it stops us from going and strangling another freak with a lactose allergy who asks to make a special pizza for him during rush hour when I have 40 orders on the table. There are so many sweet lies in this thread. Complexes about growth. I know there is a popular opinion that all guys below 180 centimeters in the ass, but if a girl decides not to date you because of a few missing centimeters, then, believe me, she is not worth your time. I'm short myself, but many of my tall friends date guys who are shorter than them. There's nothing wrong with that. And so, here he is, I'm balding, getting fat in the future, bearded, short and with a small pussy. Ladies, come on in. Danny DeVito, you will always be in our hearts. There is no need to be afraid to show emotions, especially in a relationship. I know that many guys have been told that emotions are something girlish, but to be honest, when a guy talks openly about his feelings and doesn't try to suppress them, it improves everyone's life. When it seems to a girl that only she has feelings, it becomes difficult for her to trust a guy, and guys often misunderstand because they don't show what guys feel. It's just, there's nothing wrong with emotionality. Thanks to her, you can be honest with the people around you and be happier in your relationships. I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that many guys are very complex about their hairstyles. A friend of mine told me that he spends 15 minutes every morning styling his hair to make it look more or less okay. To be honest, not paying attention to guys' hairstyles at all, unless, of course, they don't stand out at all. I am descended from Native Americans. I just have terrible hair. When it's short, it sticks out, and all sides. When it's long, I look like Mowgli's country. Girls don't understand me when I complain about my hair and always compliment me when I spend too much fucking time on them. There were comments above from guys who don't grow beards. Here's the flip side for you. Guys shouldn't be complaining about being too hairy. I love chest hair and I don't see any problem with hair, back and shoulders, like with everything else. Yes, you can run into girls who don't like it, but if a girl is willing to write you off because of something physical, something that is beyond your control, you are most likely not a match for her. But despite all of the above, it is important to remember about hygiene. If you have lots of hair, you may sweat more than others, depending on the climate and body temperature, but if you wash regularly and keep yourself clean, then everything is well changed. And there's nothing wrong with a hairy back, legs, and everything else. The only thing I would maybe ask a guy to trim his nose hair if it sticks out is only if it is not disguised under a mustache. I subscribe to every word. It makes me sad when I see guys who shave their breasts, ostensibly because girls like it that way. Hairy breasts are very attractive. According to But if a guy is serious about getting rid of chest hair, it is better not to shave them completely so that there is no sharp stubble. Don't be afraid to appear feminine if you like some cute doggy, or if you like to wear pink, or if you are very friendly and smiling. Girls like all this, and it really pisses them off when guys worry too much about masculinity. No need to worry too much about money. Yes, women pay attention to the financially successful, but this is just one criterion out of many. If only your finances are important, then what will happen in a few years when, for example, you lose your job? Most girls do not expect you to constantly behave like Mushu and show your masculinity. It's all imposed on us by society. No, nothing. That's the thing about admitting that you're scared. There's nothing to say that you're depressed. There is nothing wrong with not getting into a fight after any insult to you. There is nothing wrong with just being a living person. If you like to play video games and eat pizza on weekends, then no one can blame you for that. There are quite a few girls in the world who are ready to say, cool, give me a piece and a second controller too. At the same time, if a girl does not adhere to your standards, then you do not need to adjust to her standards. The relationship should be equal. You should share your lives, even if you don't have big plans for each other. If you stop watching your favorite show for her, for example, then you start to adjust to her, and it's not worth it. We don't need you to have a pumped up body. It's better to just eat right. Many cats have a very unhealthy diet. In addition, jocks often force their girls to exhaust themselves with training. What is pleasant to the eye is not always pleasant to everything else. Yes, and not everyone likes big muscles outwardly. A lot of what girls write in this thread is great, of course, but it's just words, beautiful words. In truth, girls care about the length of your penis and your height and expression of emotions. They actually consider something strange. Real life is very different from everything written above. Thanks for watching. The girls, write in the comments about what guys should stop complaining about.